Corn dog?
Yes,
Can I ask why?
because they taste good.
Does it taste good?
Yes,
Okay, so what do you mean by abused?
I mean abuse for me means needless harm.
Okay.
You think they deserve to have needless harm?
Do you have a reason?
It tastes good.
Literally just because it tastes good.
Yeah, leather's nice.
Oh yeah, actually,
I like
very nice.
circuses and zoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you define
Pleasure.
That? You define like circuses and zoos. They're not.
They abuse
They're not.
animals.
Sure, they're abused, but that's not because they're not abused because they taste good.
No, but it's pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pleasure is my excuse. Yeah. Do you disagree?
No.
No, you agree?
I'm a farmer.
Okay.
I eat meat all the time. I got no problem with leather. I got no problem with bear skin rugs and things like that. I think it's more like.
So you agree?
I wouldn't really define that as abusement.
Well, if you define abuse as needless harm, would you say that taking someone's life is a needless harm?
Sometimes, yeah. Usually it depends on the situation, but in general, yeah.
Do you think we need animal products?
Depends on the product. I think that,
Which product you need?
well, food.
Which food?
I mean, I think I need meat.
For what?
My body.
Well, what in your body requires meat? What is it in meat that you require?
My taste buds.
Oh, there you go. Pleasure.
Yeah.
So you don't need it. It's pleasure.
Yeah.
Needless pleasure.
I wouldn't say it's needless because I want it.
Well, what is it? Need means necessity. That means without it, you'll die, right?
That's fair, yeah.
So do you need it?
Technically,
Will you
no.
die without it? No.
Probably, yeah. As in, like, yeah, I'm saying you are correct.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
that came out wrong.
Yeah. So it is needless then.
Theoretically, yeah.
And then I would say that taking someone's life when they don't want to die is pretty harmful.
Yeah.
And then they deserve to be abused.
Interesting. Okay.
Can argue with that logic. Or can you?
Well, now I'm thinking about the deserve. What makes them deserve to be abused?
My pleasure.
Your pleasure. Okay.
Yeah. My pleasure outweighed their entire life
Yeah, that's fair.
because we're superior, right?
Yeah, humans are superior. I would say. We have souls. I wouldn't say they have souls.
I don't believe in souls.
You don't believe in souls?
No.
Okay.
Where would that be? What would be a soul? Where does it come from? Where does it go?
Fuck, I joke.
What is it?
That's a really good question. There's no physical place that I could say that it is.
I mean, if you say a soul is a conscious, I think animals have a conscious. They're
Yeah.
sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But humans are that much more advanced than an animal.
In some ways, technologically, yes, but we can't fly. We can't swim underwater. Can breathe underwater.
No, but we can make stuff, so we can do all that stuff.
Yeah. But again, animals naturally are like if you put a human without technology in nature, like he's weak.
Yeah.
We're not on any superior to them. Like we can survive because of our intelligence, but I would say the very, very, very small population of human is smarter and above animals, but the majority of human is pretty low.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think any animal will survive in the wild. You put any of these guys in nature, they're dead in a week. Not that
We've kind of
superior.
lost that part of ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think we're superior, to be honest. Like, what would make us superior? Intelligence?
Intelligence, and I believe that we have a soul, that we have a conscience, that we have the ability to think that no other animal has.
Yeah. Let's say I would find a human that doesn't have that ability of thinking like most human do. Let's say like someone with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Do you think they have less value?
Absolutely not.
No. Then is it still intelligence then that makes humans superior?
Yes.
But
In generality, yes.
you still think that people are not intelligent has as much value?
Just because someone, let's take Down syndrome for example, just because someone's missing or has an extra chromosome doesn't make them less human.
No. Well, I don't think that species is what makes someone valuable. I think it's what gives us the value of life is that we're able to experience it. And then all animals are able to experience life. They all have eyes to see, ears to hear, nose to smell, mouth to taste. They all have skin to feel. They all have a brain, nervous system to feel. They can all remember things. I think all animals just as valuable as us, actually. By now, if you haven't figured out, I am doing reverse psychology, and I don't believe that sign at all.
Yeah.
You figured it out?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yes.
We were walking back and forth between stores, and we're like, I'm like, deserve to be abused.
This is the other side of my sign.
Interesting. I disagree with that. I
Yeah?
don't think. I think you
Why
can
not?
very easily, like I said, I'm a farmer. Very
Yes.
easily, you don't have to abuse animals to eat them.
How do you take someone's life without abusing them, without causing needless harm?
So, if I'm growing chickens, for example,
Mhm.
and they break their leg,
Mhm.
they can't go and get the water that they have.
Why do you have these chicken in the first place?
Well, I'm just the worker.
Could you just not grow chickpeas and lentils?
You can do a lot of things.
So you don't need to grow those chickens?
Well, it's also money.
Yeah, but you can make money growing lentils, right?
You can make money doing a lot of things. Why is Whistler the most expensive place on earth to live, basically?
Yeah, that's why I live on rice and beans.
Rice and beans is, it's so cheap, it's so good.
Yeah, and
I
it's
love it.
nutritious too.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
good.
We don't need to kill animals, and
You don't need to, but that's an industry.
it's an industry that is killing 3 trillion animals per year to feed 7 billion humans, leaving 1 billion to starve because all the grains from the poor countries are fed to cows from rich countries.
All of them.
Most of them. Poverty exists because all of the poor country, like they grow grains and then they sell it to rich country to raise cows and pigs and chickens. Like the Amazonian forest right now is being burned down so they can grow soy. 90% of that soy is going to cows and chickens. You know, it's like we feed 80 billion farmed animal, like land animal. We feed 80 billion of them every year to kill them. When we can't feed 8 billion humans, hard to believe, because all of that food is wasted on the animals.
Fair. Not to try and switch the subject, but what does your hat mean then? Organic dog meat.
That's reverse psychology.
Okay, so it's specifically chosen to help with that.
Yes,
Okay.
this is not a real company either.
I thought, like, dog meat, what the heck is that?
Yes, it's if you go on YouTube, they have a video like we have locally raised, organically, humanely killed dog for purpose of meat, and then we get dog milk as well.
That's wild.
It's like just showing the exact same practices that people would do on a cow, but to
Yeah.
a dog, and people are like, this is horrible. But like, same thing you do with the cow,
Yeah.
exact same thing, but you think that's awful. For why? What's the difference between a dog or a pig or a cow that justify the difference in treatment?
Fair.
They all have feelings. They all experience life. They want to keep living freely.
Yep. Dogs are more accepted as pets.
Yeah,
That's the.
and pigs are smarter.
I don't know.
They're the fourth smartest in the animal. Like they're pretty much equivalent as chimpanzees, and like the solving cases, like they like solve equations and like they remember things. Like they're smarter than dogs. Yeah.
Interesting. I've had some pretty smart dogs, but I got nothing to say on pigs.
I've had some smart dogs. I've had some pretty stupid dogs too.
Yeah, they're very stupid.
But imagine that most pigs are killed at 6 months old. So like that's very young for them to have time to become smart. Imagine that.
Mhm.
Well, they can live up to 15 years, of course. Like
Yeah,
Like
pigs-
dogs.
Pigs can go pretty old. Same as dogs.
a cow can live up to like 27, 30 years old. They killed at 1.5.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Are you religious?
No.
It's interesting having been I've been to Nepal and I've been to Indonesia.
Yeah.
And in those two, I went to them back to back. And in Indonesia, you can't eat pork because
Yeah.
the pig is holy.
Yeah, it's just like Jewish traditions. Like
Yeah.
or Islamic.
And then
Yeah.
and then go to Nepal and it's the other way around. Cows holy, can't eat the cow.
Yeah, India. Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Right next to India, same thing.
yeah. Yeah, I think we shouldn't not eat animal because a book says so, but because the animals itself values its life.
Fair.
Like people ask me why I'm vegan. I'm like, why do you not eat dogs? Same reason. I don't
Yeah.
eat cows for the same reason people don't eat dogs. Because they're companions. Life matters to them.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. Got any more questions?
No,
No? You want my business card?
I'm okay.
All right. No worries. Well,
Good luck.
thanks for stopping by.
Oh, absolutely.
Great conversation.
Yeah,
Have a good day.
you too.